Welcome, friends, to our episode today. So, in my line of duty as the CEO of a company that has been running for 17 years and counting, I have encountered a number of hiring and unfortunately a number of firing. And it is never a good part of my job. But sometimes it just comes to a point when there is no any other way out, whereby this is the best thing for both the company and the individual because things are not working out. But in most of the cases, I normally pause and ask myself, what is happening? At one hand, there are people who have businesses like me who are really looking for people who can help them run their business. On the other hand, there's a pool of people, most of them even graduates, praying, holding on placards, asking for jobs. My question is, why can't these two teams just marry and together we have a happy world? What is happening? Is it people like us who offer jobs that are inhuman? Or is it like there's a disconnect between what we expect and what they expect? So as I am looking at this thing, being that I just recently let go of one of my team members, I'm wondering, is there something that we are missing? But all in all, even on the days when I was employed, I knew one thing. It is up to me to move up or down the ladder. It is my responsibility. So today we are going to look at this and find out, really, is it your responsibility as an employee to do something, or should we just leave it to chance, to your boss, to your government, to the economy, and repeat the same things people are repeating over and over again? Or is it time you take responsibility of your life and of your future? Let's dive in and let's see what we can learn together. So I'll call this the equilibrium of effort and compensation. Yeah? What I believe is that there are three scenarios in any employer-employee relationship. Number one, you come in, we agree on your tasks, we agree on a salary, no matter the amount, as long as you've said yes, and you do what I expect you to do, and I pay you what we agreed on, then we are even. No blessing, no curse, we are even. We've just sorted it, we are even. That is scenario one. Scenario two, it's whereby you come in, we agree on what you should be paid, I tell you your tasks. For some reason, maybe the first days you struggle as you learn, and maybe later you get to know them, or maybe you don't totally get them. And as a result of it, you end up not performing, underperforming, giving an attitude, and on the other side, the salary still remains the same. I know in such a scenario, there are a lot of things that may be underneath, like maybe your job description is not clear, maybe you are not motivated, maybe the culture of the company doesn't match your expectation, or maybe you are struggling through some personal needs. But at the end of the day is that whatever we agreed on, you are being paid and being paid on time, but you are not delivering. What can you do if you are in such a scenario? Number one, I say this over and over again. In this era we are living, it is not the era whereby we will tell children like we get babies from the supermarket and they believe. This is a very different era. This is an era where even a kindergarten child can just go online and Google things. Unfortunately, they even see what they should not be seeing. So thinking in terms of somebody who has a need, who wants to grow in their career, in case it is a task that has been tasked unto you, and you really want to maintain this job or maybe grow in your career, I think it's worth burning some candles and just getting to learn the skill needed, other than underperforming. Underperforming is not an option, because sometimes the things we run from one company are the very same thing you go and find are required in another company. It is the same game being played all over. Maybe it will be better management, maybe better conditions. Yes, that one may be there. But again, I believe in honoring where God has planted you. There's something I normally tell my team members over and over again. I normally tell them, if God wants to place you in your dream company, whatever the company is, God can just pick you and drop you there. He can. He has done that before. But if for some reason He places you in a company, maybe at that particular moment might not be your ideal company, He knows what He's doing. All you need to do is to trust Him and be faithful where you are planted. So that is the scenario 2. The scenario 3, and this is the scenario where most of us who expect to grow in their career should really thrive for this scenario. The scenario 3 is whereby you are giving it your best. You are even picking tasks that were not for you. Whatever you agreed on with your boss, you are surpassing it. And maybe there are 2 ways again this might play out. Number one, your boss may recognize it and maybe may just tell you thank you. Or even sometimes, unfortunately, may not even tell you thank you. But deep down, they know you are giving it your best. If they can, some of them, they may give you a better position with a better raise. That is if they are capable. Yeah, and that is what may come up from this. But in case they don't recognize this or maybe award you for your extra effort, what will happen in scenario 2? God is able to open for you doors in other companies. So I believe you should not worry whether your small company will be able to promote you or not. What you should worry is giving it your best and trusting the universe, trusting God, who is all-seeing and all-knowing and sees everything that we do that maybe our boss may not see. You should trust Him that He's able to open for you doors. There are so many verses that encourages us in this case scenario, and they are just pushing us to continue working on ourselves. One of the verses is Proverbs chapter 22, verses 29. It says, "Do you see a man skilled in his job?" It's a question. Do you see? Are you seeing any? And then there's a promise that comes after it. You will serve kings. I normally tell my team members over and over that I'm not yet a king or maybe a queen in this scenario. Yeah? I'm not yet there. I'm not rated among the kings. So they should not only strive to serve in my company, but they should strive and serve in those big companies, or maybe best case scenario in their own companies. Yeah, but not everybody will be lifted there. Sometimes we normally have dreams, we have hopes, but the condition is, do you see a man who is skilled? The question is, are you skilled? Are you skilled? Are you able to execute with excellence? Because if not, you'll only serve before mere men. So go out there, get some skills, and trust God that He'll open for you doors to serve before kings. So, friends, what are we learning in all this? We are learning that we should embrace faith and action. Yes, we are praying. Yes, we are going to church. Yes, we love God. Yes, we are saved and we are hoping to go to heaven, but we are not in heaven yet. Till that time, we should bring heaven on earth. We should be a blessing to the people who have given us these jobs. That should be our focus, knowing that our blessings comes from God. The worst case scenario is you can be in this place and mama, the Israelites took so long to get to the promised land, and even many of them did not step there because of their murmuring. So are you in a company and you are murmuring? Yes, I know the terms may not be good. I know the condition might not be good. I know things might not be the way you'd like them to be. But instead of murmuring, can you trust God who has blessed you there? Because it is Him who has blessed you there. And it is Him who can remove you there. The worst thing you can do is murmur, or do what many people normally do, maybe start stealing the cash and sneaking some goods out of the company. This one is just giving God and the universe a report card telling them that I can't be trusted. I don't even deserve to be where I am. See what I am doing because I believe that you can't lift me. So I'd like to read the book of Psalms, chapter 75, verses 6 to 7. And I'll just paraphrase it. It says, promotion does not come from the east or from the west, but it comes from the Lord. So in short, what this verse is telling us that you being promoted has very little to do with your God, with your boss. Yeah. Yes, your boss might be used as an instrument, but actually the person who promotes or demotes, yes, is God, or who fires is God. It's not your boss. So leave the government alone. Don't blame the economy. And just leave your boss alone. They are having their own issues as well. And most of them, at least me, I know, I am work in progress. The best you can do is work on your skills. Sharpen yourself and see if God will not open for you doors. So friends, I hope you've picked something today, that whether you'll go up the ladder or down the ladder or remain where you are for a very long time, is in your hands. For us to evolve, we must strive to be the best employees. It's an effort. We must build our skills. We must sharpen ourselves. And we must stop murmuring and be faithful where God has planted us. So once again, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you found value in this video and will go out there and be the best that we can be where we have been planted. Till next time, thank you very much for joining Evolving You for You.